All right, welcome back, everybody. Today we are taking a deep dive into artificial intelligence, which is a field that's moving so quickly that it sometimes feels like it's rewriting the future in real time. Right? So, whether you're curious, cautious, or just plain confused by all of the AI headlines lately, this episode is going to be your definitive guide to what's happening right now, how it works, and why it matters for everyone, not just tech insiders. All right, so let's start with the brand new wave of artificial intelligence tools and products. It honestly seems like every day brings another breakthrough, but let's break down what's truly important. All right, so yesterday, OpenAI dropped a bombshell, which is the introduction of their GPT 4.1 family of models, including versions labeled Mini and Nano. Now, let's explain what that means. GPT itself stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is a fancy way of saying a computer program that can generate text, answer questions, and even write code based on patterns it has absorbed from massive amounts of online information. Got it? Good. Okay. These new iterations are smaller, faster, and more efficient. So think of moving from a bulky desktop computer down to a slim smartphone, all while maintaining incredible intelligence. See, this matters because it means that even tiny devices like your phone or smartwatch could soon run powerful AIs that used to require supercomputers tucked away in distant data centers. Okay? But here's where things get interesting. The new models offer something called a 1 million token context window. In everyday language, a token is simply a piece of word or a chunk of information. All right. Picture trying to tell a story, but your listener can only remember the last sentence. Not helpful, right? Now, imagine they can recall the entire last hour of your conversation in detail, word for word. Okay, that's what a 1 million token context window does for AI. It allows these systems to understand, remember, and interpret stunningly large amounts of information all at once. Right? So imagine conducting research, analyzing lengthy legal documents, or holding a conversation that spans for hours. This upgrade blasts through previous memory limits, opening up creative, scientific, and practical applications where, uh, you know, we were only just imagining. Okay, and OpenAI just they didn't stop at words. Their models now reason with images. So remember when computers could only recognize simple objects in photos like a cat or a tree? Now you can draw a crude diagram, a flowchart for a business plan, a sketch of a new product idea, and the AI can not only interpret it, but even improve it or generate step by step analysis of it. So imagine having an endless, patient, super smart design partner in your pocket who sees what you're thinking and helps you make sense of it at every step. For students, artists, architects, and everyday thinkers like myself, this is like having an instant tutor or consultant available to you 24/7. Moving on to video creation, it's getting its own AI revolution, right? Google's VO, for instance, lets people craft entire video clips from a simple written prompt, like telling your computer, show me a sunrise in Paris with jazz music, and getting a real video in return. Tools such as Runway's latest Aleph model make it easy to edit or enhance videos just by describing what you want. So no fancy video editing skills needed. These leaps democratize content creation. So if you got an idea, now you can create like a professional filmmaker or even animator, even if you barely know how to use a camera, right? So that's good for all of us. Sorry if you got your graphic design degree. Design and creativity aren't being left behind either. Canva's AI-powered magic features lets users transform layouts, remove backgrounds, or even rewrite text with just short instructions. I use this often myself. So for people running small businesses or marketing campaigns, this literally shaves off hours of design time and removes costly professional barriers. Now, anyone can produce polished graphics without a design degree. Again, got your masters? I apologize to you in advance. Of course, it's not only the tools that matter, but also the massive shifts by the world's tech giants. Google, for one, recently unveiled major upgrades to its photo search, leveraging their ultra powerful Gemini AI models. But what can Gemini actually do? Let's talk about it. Imagine having a librarian who's memorized every photo you've ever taken and can answer questions like, which mountain did I climb last summer with Sarah? The AI combs through years of images, reads handwritten menus or receipts, recognizes faces, and even understands the story behind your photos. This kind of semantic search means that AI acts more like a close friend who knows all of your personal business and memories, right? Not just software hunting for file names. That same AI intelligence now powers Notebook LM, Google's smart research tool, which lets you share, annotate, and collaborate on notes easily. Visualize an AI assistant helping you synthesize research papers, summarize meetings, and catch information that you typically would have missed. Y'all, this isn't just about looking things up. It's about understanding, connecting dots, and boosting your thinking power for school, work, and everyday life. Okay? Now, OpenAI might soon disrupt another space entirely: social media. Now, I don't know if y'all heard, but rumors are swirling about them building their own social platform powered by their AI models. So imagine scrolling on a feed that's not just full of random posts, but tuned to information that you truly care about, right? Proactively filtering out toxic conversations or misinformation. Um, the potential here isn't just smarter content, which is already huge, but fundamentally changing how we connect, share, and even maintain a healthy digital community. That can give Instagram and TikTok a run for their money, right? And behind the scenes, Microsoft and OpenAI are reportedly renegotiating their partnership, potentially planning a jaw-dropping $100 billion investment with a B into a project called Stargate. To grasp this, think of connecting 1 million powerful computers into a single AI system, scaling up to accelerate the next generation of ultra intelligent AI models, right? So why so much money? Because training frontier AI isn't just about clever programming, y'all. It takes mind-boggling amounts of data, power, and energy, enough to match the annual consumption of entire cities, right? Anthropic, another front-running AI company and creator of the Claude large language model, just landed a game-changing investment from Amazon. Why is everybody betting on Claude? Simple. Its reputation for safety, transparency, and reliability gives it an edge in sectors like healthcare, finance, and enterprise environments where trustworthy AI decisions aren't just nice to have, they are essential. Okay? So, keep an eye on that. Tech giants Meta and Google are also in a rapid arms race, releasing updates to their flagship models to improve speed, reduce hallucinations, which are when AI makes up facts or answers. So you answer the question and it gives you some random answer that's completely wrong, and gives businesses more control over how AI is used. The winners of this race stand to rewrite not only tech history, but entire industries. Of course, with the breakneck speed of AI development, regulation is trying to keep up. Just this week, Colorado passed the first comprehensive AI law in the United States, the Colorado Artificial Intelligence Act. It's aimed to bring fairness and transparency to powerful AI systems. Um, It requires companies developing what are known as high risk AIs, which means systems that are impacting jobs, housing, health, and more, to be fully transparent. To audit uh, for hidden biases and to prove that they're not discriminating against anyone unfairly. Fail to comply, and companies face major fines, $5,000 per violation per day. Okay, it's a bold move designed to safeguard consumers from algorithmic discrimination, where AI unintentionally disadvantages certain groups due to invisible patterns in its training data. Like if you're recruiting and it knocks out, anybody over the age of 40 just because, right? But America isn't working alone. The federal government just released the America's AI Action Plan, and the core idea is to double down on American leadership by streamlining regulations so it's easier to develop and deploy new AI, pouring funds into research and talent, and making key technologies less accessible to rival powers. At the global level, the U.S. and allied nations have signed onto a Council of Europe treaty on AI, promising shared ethical standards for how these powerful tools are developed and deployed worldwide. But with political changes always looming, it remains, to be seen how stable these promises will be. Meanwhile, the startup and research scene is red hot, okay? Elon Musk company XAI is rumored to be burning through a staggering $1 billion a month on AI development and is seeking a jaw-dropping $10 billion in added funding. Why so much? Because the next leap in AI training, which is training a system that matches or exceeds human intelligence, demands resources on an almost unimaginable scale, from superclusters, giant data centers, to scores of advanced microchips, and the energy to run them all. Uh, you know, it requires a lot. Moving on, Salesforce, a leader in business software, just acquired Informatica, which is one of the world's biggest data management platforms, for $8 billion. Now, this acquisition is more than a merger, okay? It signals a shift towards agentic AI platforms. Think of agentic AI as digital workers who can not only answer questions, but actually take actions, like handling scheduling, data input, and even customer communications autonomously. By bringing data management in-house, Salesforce is setting itself up to build AI systems that are both more responsible and explainable, a key requirement for businesses who need trust, verify, and even justify every AI-driven action. Okay? Not to be outdone, researchers are moving at unprecedented speed. Leaders like Sam Altman from OpenAI and Demis Hassabis from Google DeepMind both believe that AGI, or artificial general intelligence, that's AI with the flexible, broad intelligence of a human. So think of our robot, but before they destroyed everybody, could arrive as soon as within the next decade. While 10 years might sound far off, in technology terms, it's a heartbeat away, especially considering we hadn't made an advance on that in like 50 years. And as investments, breakthroughs, and competition accelerate, some forecasters think it could happen, even sooner. I think it's going to happen sooner, to be honest with y'all. Now, if terms like large language model, context window, or agentic AI is still fuzzy, let's break them down a little bit deeper, right? Large language models, or LLMs, are sophisticated computer programs that learn from gigantic online data sets, books, articles, code, and more, so they can predict and generate natural sounding text. A token context window is a technical way of saying the memory span of an AI, right? Measured in tokens or word pieces. The more it can remember, the smarter and more nuanced its answers become. Agentic AI means a system can not only answer questions, but use tools, take actions, and follow multi-step instructions. Like, it's a super assistant that doesn't just help, but actually gets things done for you. Algorithmic discrimination is what happens when AI unintentionally includes or amplifies hidden biases from its training data, leading to unfair, unequal, or even dangerous outcomes. All right. That's why new regulations are so focused on making AI more transparent, accountable, and fair. Now, to bring it all home, today, AI isn't science fiction, y'all. It's writing documents, producing art, making decisions, helping teachers and doctors, and even shaping how we see ourselves and each other on a daily basis. The tools and policies introduced this week could soon shape what you see online, how you get a job, the safety of your personal data, and the fairness of decisions that affect your life. The AI revolution is here and it's moving faster than ever, y'all. So stay with me. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Share, y'all. Ask your questions and let's keep learning because in a world built by AI, the only thing we can count on is change. My name is Applewhite and this is Applewhite Intelligence, your AI Daily News. Peace, y'all.